This video is brought to you by eToro. Now, you may have seen that eToro sponsor a number of Premier League clubs. Now, if you don't have time to invest, you can use eToro's CopyTrader feature, copy top performing investors, so when they make a trade, you make the same trade automatically at no additional cost. Then click the link in the description and get on it right now.
Welcome to AFTV. I have Tade with me. Obviously a nice or for some people, it's disappointing. It's a 1-1 draw against Southampton at home. I mean, I thought we was going to get something at the end. I thought we was going to nick it, but obviously there was a red card and a few incidents that kind of swayed it towards Southampton's favour. But a 1-1 draw. What are your thoughts, Tade?
I mean, at the end of the day, we all wanted to win, obviously, and let's be honest. Before this game, we always thought it was going to be a tough game. Southampton are the only team that has, gotten the least number of points behind Man City and Liverpool in 2020. So they've been the third best team in England since 2020. So let's be honest, with our record so far in the last 4 games and all that, this is more like a lift, in my opinion. In spite of the fact that we had a red card, I still felt we should have been able to get something out of this game with the way we played. But then again, it still shows that a lot of players are lacking in confidence. They're lacking in inspiration. They're being careful. They're not sure what sort of touches they want to be making on the football pitch. They're a bit scared, and it's really showed a lot. They're being careful. However, we need to be very honest that our best player was in Arsenal is the worst player today on the pitch, even before he had that red card, in my opinion. And I'll tell you why. Because the first goal that we conceded, it was because of his lack of positioning. And I can understand why he left his position. He left his position to help out. I can't remember who was it, El Neni or Ceballos, one of them. To help out. So he left his position. But then when you go to help out, you need to be spot on with your tackle. You got sucked in. You need to be spot on with what you're doing. But he messed it up entirely. And now the space is now left. Walker got into that space. And on a normal day, you would expect Turney to be in that position. But because he got sucked in to go help tackle Che Adams, Turney was now in his position. And then Turney's position was now open for Che Walker to fall in. And hey, a true ball from Che Adams, because Che Adams, got away from the two of them, and it was a wonderful sublime goal. Even if I thought I was pissed off with Walker for jubilating anyway, he has every right to jubilate. I'm just kidding. But at the end of the day, he made a lot of I'm talking about Gabriel. Still talking about Gabriel. He made some wrong passes himself and holding.
Do you think Lemon could have done better with the opportunity or not? Or do you think it was just a good finish? Or do you think Lemon could have done better?
It was a good finish. Come on. It was a good finish. He chipped it. He chipped it, on top of him. There was nothing Leno could do. If Leno had come out, it's even gonna make the job easier for Walcott. But maybe he should have come out a bit earlier. But it was a well-timed through ball to Walcott, which wasn't too powerful. It wasn't too heavy. It just got in his front where he wanted it, and he had every time in the world to score that goal. So for me, I would say today, apart from the red card, Gabriel wasn't all that. And then again, you were on the yellow card. Let's be honest. If you look at the Southampton thing, you had Bednarek on yellow. You had Bertrand on yellow at that point in time. They were inputting in stupid tackles. You need to be careful. You need to be very careful. So whether we like it or not, in as much as Gabriel is our best player, for this particular game, he was, for me, one of the worst players on the pitch. And then we look at Holden, who is his partner. There was an attempt from Redmond. I felt he should have done, because he saw Redmond. He was stretching out his hand. The attempt that hit the bar, if you can remember, from Redmond.
I remember.
I'm not sure what Holden was doing in that situation. He saw the pass. He saw the player. All he did was stretch out his hand. He didn't go for the ball. So in that situation, I was already cursing him. Because after that red card, it became a nail-biting encounter for Arsenal fans. We were just hoping that it wouldn't be another Burnley, really. So for me, I would say, I don't want to use the word lucky, because the goal we scored was a very good worked goal. It was all Saka. It had Saka written all over it. The way he was able to hold off about 2 or 3 players, he was able to dribble his way through. He didn't go to the ground too easily. He was able to wriggle his way out, gave us a lovely pass to Eddie Nketiah, Nice one-touch pass, which I was expecting from Nketiah earlier on back to Saka in the first half, but he did very well, and very nice finish from Oba. Now, for me, a lot of people will probably not be happy that we didn't, win that game, that a draw was not enough. Yeah. I agree, but we're happy we can score an open goal from open play.
Yeah, it's true. It's been a while. I think it was the last header, but I think I was even before then. It was like
Sheffield before the Manchester United game. Manchester United game was a penalty. So I think it was either Sheffield. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure, but I think it's Sheffield.
Right. Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. So I would say this is something to grasp onto as a way to inspire the players, because one thing about mental block is if you don't score when you're supposed to score, if you keep losing without scoring goals, it really affects your confidence. It affects the way you see football. So I will say this draw has kind of, giving us a little bit of something to rely on, so that we'll be able to, go further with a bit more confidence. And it's very obvious that the creativity is lacking, and that's the reason we're using a lot of the wings. So, I don't know. Pepe came in today. He was nothing to write home about, in my opinion. Except I was watching a different game, but from the game I watched, I don't think he had any influence on the game whatsoever. So I saw no difference between him and Willian. However, this is his first chance after the red card. So hopefully maybe he's going to be able to improve. Who else?
Do you think Aubameyang's going to start up now? Do you think because he scored, do you think this might be a kickstart now on some further games for him to get more goals? Or do you still think... let me know your thoughts. Obviously, he's scored now. Do you think he'll kick on from here and get more goals for us? Or do you think
Sisu, let's be honest. I would be stupid to say that. He's going to kick on and all that. As a fan, all I can do is hope, because let's be honest, if apart from the goal, you can still see a little bit. There was a very quick, hasty cross he gave, which showed a little bit of lack of confidence, which really wasn't a very good cross. Some moments you can see that this guy some moments he actually looked like he was pressing down the players. First half, hunger and everything, which shows that these guys are really willing to turn things around in terms of their energy levels and all that. But you can still see that careful behavior and that being careful with the way they move.
Lack of confidence,
lack of confidence. You can still tell. So all I'm gonna say is I hope this goal kick starts, his goal scoring form. That's the only hope we can get. But then again, the truth is these guys are low on confidence. The only thing that they can do to get confidence back is wins, and a draw is always going to be better than a loss. That's the fact. True. So if you look at the whole team generally, I will say they put in a little bit of spirit, which, let's be honest, is they put in a bit of spirit even in the Burnley game. Unfortunately, Xhaka made that mistake, and then we're on the back foot. But today we're able to manage it better. And let's not forget, even what's his name, Holding, still hit the bar. He's still hit the bar. I was thinking, oh my God, we're gonna win this game.
Same. We was all up here on our feet, but unfortunately didn't go in. Before we end up, I want to know: were you happy with the starting 11? Were you surprised? Obviously, Lacazette was dropped, Eddie Nketiah started, or were you happy to see that the likes of Luiz not starting over Holding? I don't know if you had any thoughts on the starting 11 just before we wrap.
I didn't have much reservations about the starting 11, and the reason is simply because we've seen a lot of Lacazette already. Nothing changed, so I had no problem with bringing Nketiah in, even if, let's be honest, apart from the pass, he wasn't really all that great. Let's be honest. So I had no problem with that. Obviously, everyone wanted to see Maitland-Niles. I thought he did all right. It's not a 10/10 performance, but I think he was still better than Bellerin. I think what we need more from him now is whipping more of those crosses in, or at least adding a little bit of more to the attacking side of the game. Ceballos came in. He wasn't happy to be taken off, obviously. I felt he should have done better with that when he was in the penalty box and when he went down. I thought he was trying to buy that foul, in my opinion. Even if I thought there was little contact, I thought what he was trying to do there was to win a penalty. He should have stood on his ground. There was someone he could have just slotted the pass for, and that was probably going to be a goal. For me, that was a lazy man approach to a penalty, in my own opinion. I don't care what people tell me. That was a lazy man approach to trying to win a penalty. But at the end of the day, I didn't have any reservation whatsoever with the starting lineup. I was hoping maybe the likes of Balogun would have been on the bench. But I can understand. The problem with that is if you have Balogun, that means either Nketiah or Lacazette would not make the squad. So it's a trade-off. So the question to you and to other fans that might be questioning why Balogun didn't start is, who would you drop from the squad? You cannot carry 3 strikers. It's dangerous. So
I mean, I would have dropped Eddie. No offense to him. I was quite surprised he started today, but I'd have dropped him and put Balogun on the bench. I suppose today it was his assist, so that to me it might have been wrong in dropping him because he had a no good game.
He gave an assist.
Going forward, I think not that I have nothing against Eddie. I feel Balogun deserves the opportunity to be on the bench.
Better footballer. He's a better. He looks a better footballer than Nketiah, in my opinion. He looks like someone that brings a different element of football tactics into the game. The way he moves, the way he runs, the way he holds up play. I think his first touch is even a bit better. He just looks a bit intelligent compared to Eddie Nketiah. But I can understand maybe they don't want to throw him into the deep end just too quickly. But listen, Rooney, it happened for Rooney, it happened for Rashford. Right now, if we're in this situation, I think you should just bring these guys in, man. I can't be bothered anymore to bring them in.
This video is brought to you by eToro. Now, you may have seen that eToro sponsor a number of Premier League clubs, and you might be wondering, who are they? Well, eToro is a global investment platform with over 16 million registered users, which offers everything from stocks, currencies and commodities to cryptos like Bitcoin. Now, if you don't have time to invest, eToro is perfect. You can use eToro's CopyTrader feature, copy top performing investors, so when they make a trade, you make the same trade automatically at no additional cost. So if you're looking to start investing and you want to find out more about eToro, then click the link in the description and get on it right now.